Alright, this is going to be the real part 9 of Star Ocean. I stitched my last 2 videos together since they were shorter ones. Anyhow, basically what happened while I was offline was I got the disintegration ring and ran back and opened a bunch of chests and all that good stuff. There's pretty much no story between all of this. Basically what we're doing now is we're going to go tame the dragon, so that it can lift our big-ass laser so that we can shoot the Vendini. Anyhow, Fate says it's huge.
Now that's just too big.
I love when people tell me that. I'm just kidding.
I can see why they call him the Marquis. Impressive.
I really hope he'll go along with our proposal.
It won't be that easy, fool.
What did you call me? It moved.
Who dares disturb my sleep?
Whoa, the dragon talks?
Another ill-mannered human, I see. Do you believe you are the masters of all creation? Why are you so surprised that other creatures can speak? You act as though you know everything. Ages pass, yet you humans never learn.
I'm Nell Zelfer, agent of Aquarium. We've come to request the Marquis's aid, Your Excellency.
A maiden of Aquarium. Speak your purpose.
Yes, Your Excellency. A great threat is menacing these lands. We need Your Excellency's help to stop it.
I sense the restlessness outside. What would you have me do?
We'd like you to bear the runological weapon we developed, so that we can deal with this threat.
Imbeciles. You would have me bear on my own back something made by human hands. Do not insult me, humans. I am great and ancient, and you are nothing. How could you think I would acquiesce to such a foolish request?
Even so, we cannot leave until you agree.
I could not care less.
Now, forget it. Turkeys like this need to be smacked around a bit before they'll listen.
Turkeys.
That's a first. Unspoken.
I agree that humans are nothing special. But I wonder if you are as great as you say you are. Perhaps you need a lesson in humility.
Your Excellency, is there no way you'll agree to cooperate?
None.
So well, we'll have to force you to listen.
You are free to try. Convince me of your worth, and I shall listen to all you have to say.
We'll hold you to your word, Your Excellency.
It is a promise I shall not have to keep.
Dragon Daddy!
Don't let your guard down.
This doesn't look too
How could I have been defeated?
That was fun.
Anyways, the dragon says, not bad for mere humans, and an even better challenge than that man who subdued Tempest. This shall be the first time in ages I have had to really earn my name.
Don't let your guard down.
Dragon Daddy!
Attention! Door!
fun.
A bat!
Spank that dragon.
To live 700 years, only to suffer at the hands of mere humans.
You'll keep your word, right?
Though it is humiliating to serve your kind, breaking one's word is a despicable act. I have no choice.
All right then.
You may ride on my back, small but powerful humans. I shall bear you wherever you desire.
What should we call you?
Call me Crowser, little one.
What, Purcell? Would you start by heading towards Unspoken to the east?
As you wish.
Nell says, get ready at once. The runologists say, yes, Lady Nell. Fate says, this may be hard for you, but please bear with us. Chriselle says, there's no other choice. Maria says, that's right. Besides, the strong must be magnanimous towards the weak. Chriselle says, the young lady speaks the truth. Nell says, I have returned, Your Majesty. Aquaria XXVII, which 27? You've done well. Aryglyph 13 says, to think you were actually able to capture him. Chriselle says, no one captured me, I just agreed to help. Do not misread the situation, foolish king. Anyways, King Aryglyph says, it matters not. Romeria, who shall ride the Marquis? Aquaria the 17th says, a good question indeed. I was hoping you would lend us the services of someone from the Dragon Brigade. Chriselle says, that is unacceptable. Only those who personally requested my help may ride me. Queen Aquaria says, then we must let them decide. The king says, we have no choice. Anyway, the Dragon Brigade is short on men. They are already taxed trying to form a unit bearing runological weapons. The King Aquaria says, that settles it. Nell, I must ask you and the others to handle this. Nell says, yes, Your Majesty. Uh-oh, there's a naughty boy who just came into our group. Boy genius. Alright, and I have to chat with a bunch of bitches right now. We don't need to talk to you. Or you, I'm pretty sure. Clip says, relax, I'll keep you safe. Even a battleship wouldn't have it easy against me. Maria says, fate, saying your final prayers, I can relate. If the gods could guarantee that our strategy would succeed, even I'd be a believer. Mirage says, the Diplo's Marietta and I will transmit the coordinate trace and data. The Diplo will be within range to transport us up in as little as 4 minutes and 30 seconds, but it'll most likely take 5 minutes. We don't need that much more time, but don't do anything rash. Nell says, what's wrong? Are you feeling restless? Me too. But it won't help to rush things. We can only do what we can do right now. Adre says, I just experienced my first ride in a flying vessel. It was fairly enjoyable. Now I think I understand why Gilfians admire the Dragon Brigade so much. The king says, messy as always. Have you ever thought about organizing your room? Elena says, there's no one to pick up after me now. Besides, I know where everything is. It's easier this way. The king says, you'll never change, Elena. Elena says, well, you've changed too much, trying to look so important with that mustache. The king says, what do you know? Appearances are important after all. Elena says, it seems that it was quite cold in your kingdom this summer. If nothing is done, this winter might see some of your people starve, I hear. The king says, yes. Elena says, Vox must have taken advantage of the situation, am I wrong? The king says, I cannot deny it. However, the final decision was mine. I take full responsibility. Elena says, well, you're just saying whatever you think will justify your actions, but there is no excuse for what you've done. I'll be satisfied as long as you understand that. So what brings you here today? I assume you didn't come merely to visit an old friend. The king says, let me get straight to the point. When this latest matter is settled, how about visiting my kingdom? There's nothing much to see, for it is a cold and barren land. However, Elena says that's out of the question. There are other things both you and I must do, you know that. Many have suffered because of what we've done. We must make amends for that. The king says, perhaps you are right. Elena says, Arzi, I think we were not meant to be happy. I think our right to happiness bestowed by the gods was burned to ashes in the flames of war. The king says, I see, so you've made up your mind. Elena says, don't look so disappointed. I'll be unhappy right along with you. Fate says, uh-oh, I better hide. Anyways. What am I missing? Okay. Roger says, I'm not directly tied to this feud, but you can count on me to stand with you until the end. This is a cause worth fighting for. That's not one of the people I'm looking for. Albel says these people keep casting reproachful glances. If they have something to say, they should come over to me and say it. The people of this city are nothing but useless garbage.
All right. Keep in mind that there may be a Vendini ship lurking nearby. Put us into low orbit. Our enemy will have the same problem. Stay on your guard. Roger. Prepare for battle. We'll provide backup down here. Backup? With what? There's no time to explain. Just hang in there. We'll cover you from here. Roger! Head towards that huge object over there.
Yes, anyone.
Okay. Fire when you get within range. Got it. Don't give up. Keep firing. I know. I'm trying.
Come on and blow up already!
Don't worry. It must be working. Just keep it up. What was that? That wasn't the...
No, it wasn't the Diplo. I think they pulled it off.
Yes. We've got a chance now.
What's this?
They're retreating.
Captain, we're history unless we do something fast! Make a run for it. We're coming to help.
And this is bad.
Crocell, hurry!
I am hurrying.
Diplo!
What was that?
Captain! Marietta! Are you okay? Yes, thankfully. Did you see that? What was it? Do we have a computer analysis? Hold on a second. Here it is. What? What's wrong? I don't believe it. The computer said that narrow beam of light was packing an energy magnitude of 3.2.
Did she say magnitude 3.2?
That can't be. Even the creation cannons on the latest Federation battleships can only emit an energy magnitude of 2 tops.
So what the hell was it?
Marietta, can you determine the light beam's origin?
No. All I can tell is it's somewhere extremely far away. Even the Diplo sensors couldn't detect the source. Oh! Hold on a second. Captain, our sensors have picked up multiple instances of the same type of energy reaction. They're all heading in the same direction. One of them is exceeding magnitude 4.
Magnitude 4? Where are they headed?
Earth!
An Aldean or Vendini weapon, maybe?
Not a chance. Do you think a Vendini weapon could do what we just saw? Or an Aldean weapon, for that matter?
True. It's highly unlikely that either has an energy source exceeding the magnitude of creation energy.
But if it's some new weapon, we're in big trouble. I'm not even sure the Earth's planetary defense shield could block it.
Let's get back to the castle. We're wasting time here.
You're right. Marietta, give me a damage report on the Diplo.
The gravitic warp engine's been damaged. Repairs should take about 6 hours.
Do it in 4. I have a bad feeling about this.
Roger. We'll try our best.
I'm counting on you.
Understood.
Your Majesty, it's time for us to leave your world. With the fleet destroyed, I hope things here will return to normal.
As do we.
I am very sorry for causing all this trouble.
On the contrary, we have learned that there are entire civilizations out there beyond our world. And we have learned this is not the time for foolish struggles between our countries.
Precisely. In order
Farewell.
Take care!
Welcome back, Captain.
Good work, everyone.
I'm so happy you made it back safely. I've been worried sick. I haven't been able to sleep a wink.
No time for chit-chat. Any progress analyzing that energy?
Yeah. It appears that blast of energy came from neither Federation, Aldean, nor Vendini forces.
How do you know that?
We don't have much information right now, but according to intercepted communications, all 3 groups are currently under attack by another entity.
from where?
Don't know yet. There are limits to the communications we can intercept at this distance. Marietta is continuing to analyze the data.
I don't know if they're friend or foe, but they sure did a number on those Vendini. Let's take advantage of the situation and keep gathering that data for analysis.
Leave it to me!
I'm going to the bridge.
Accident.
I'm back, people. We're behind schedule on our objective to secure Dr. Leingard. Let's proceed as planned to point S317. All hands stand by. Right!
Wait a second. Secure Dr. Leingard? So you know where my father is?
That's right. He's being held in a cage on a planet located at point S317. It's been cleverly disguised, but it's a secret Vendini base, no doubt.
A secret base? How do you know about that?
Don't underestimate Warp's information network. We'll be entering Gravitic Warp at once. Go sit over there.
Okay.
Set a course to point S317 via Gravitic Warp. Break out of orbit with 1/4 thrust. Okay. Breaking out of orbit with 1/4 thrust.
Oh my. Oh, I think it froze. Dang it. Give me 1 minute here. Whoops, that's annoying. Fix that too. There we go. Should be up and running again.
Out of orbit. Engage Gravitic Warp. Engaging Gravitic Warp. Our long-range sensors have picked up a ship. Fast approaching. Ship registration? It's the Aqua Ellie, a Federation battleship. A battleship? What is a Federation battleship doing out here?
Could they be after us?
Incoming transmission. Full stop. Display the transmission on screen. Roger. Roger.
This is Commodore Whitcomb of the Federation ship Aqua Ellie. It's an honor to meet you all.
Likewise, I would never have expected to meet Commodore Whitcomb, Star Officer of the Federation Fleet, in these parts.
I'm flattered you'd remember my name. But first things first, that's Dr. Linegod's son standing behind you, correct?
Yes, it is.
Well, what I'm about to say will no doubt come as a surprise. There's no time for details now, so I'll be brief.
Go on.
A Vendini ship is approaching you. Our analysts believe they will not attack, so we expect the same of you. None of us want there to be any hostilities.
What are you talking about? How could you possibly know that the Vendini will not attack?
Because
Captain, our sensors have picked up the Vendini ship. They're sending out a transmission.
Switch signals.
This is Captain Bewig of the Vendine Empire ship Dasvanu. Surrender immediately and submit to our orders.
Nice to meet you, too.
Dr. Lineguard, enemy of the galaxy, and the girl are in our hands. You are in no position to refuse our demand.
Dad! Sophia! What do you want with my father?
We have but a single demand. You must exchange Lineguard's son for Dr. Lineguard.
Exchange me for my father?
And the method of exchange? I suppose we don't trust one another enough to transport them between our ships.
Obviously not. We will reach your location in a few minutes. Further orders will be issued at that point. You will stand by until then.
Marietta, encrypt our signal to the Aqua Ellie. Done.
I heard everything.
So that's the situation.
Dr. Linegod's safety is paramount. As long as they hold him, we are unable to attack.
I suppose you're right. Commodore, just how much do the Federation and Vendini really know?
About what?
Don't play dumb with me. You wouldn't be trying to get Dr. Lineguard, let alone Fate, unless you had some sort of information on them.
I suspect our intentions are not that different from your own. As for the Vendini, I'm not sure what they want, but I do have my suspicions.
I see.
So, what you gonna do? You gonna give him up without a fight?
You gotta be kidding! I still have things I want to ask my father!
Don't worry, Fate. I won't let them have you or your father. I won't stand for that.
Maria,
As long as you can secure Dr. Lineguard, the Aqua Ellie will be able to deal with the Vendini ship.
The timing of the hostage exchange will be key. No doubt they will specify a neutral location for the exchange. I'm not sure what we'll do then. We'll have to think of something.
Think of something. We'll be flying by the seat of our pants.
Not much else we can do. We've no time and the cards are stacked against us. Just the sort of situation you like, isn't it, Cliff?
Suppose so, but
Give it your best shot. I place it in your hands.
well, we aren't doing this for you, you know.
Nevertheless, Dr. Lineguard and the boy must not fall into Vendini hands.
Right.
I imagine it will not be much longer until we arrive. Sit tight until then.
All right.
Best of luck to you.
we have to help my father, no matter what it takes.
I know. Remember, I have some unfinished business with him. We won't fail to free your father.
I can hardly wait.
I'm glad you're on my side.
You know it.
I hope Sophia's holding up well. This has to be hard on her.
Captain, we're receiving a transmission from the Dasvanu. On screen.
The exchange will take place on the planet you are orbiting.
On Ellicor?
Prepare to transport down. and no heroics.
The Dasvanu sent the coordinates 147.5834, 34.8874. Location, right away.
Isn't that...
Oh, yeah.
You've been there?
Yep, sure have.
Transport at the specified time. And I repeat, no heroics.
Understood. We'll hold you to that as well. We'll exchange fate for Dr. Limegod and the Esteed's daughter. That's the deal.
Yes, that is the deal.
We can only transport 6 at a time. Their capacity shouldn't be any different.
Most likely.
Well, I guess 6 should be enough.
Remember, they've got my father. Whatever you do, be careful.
You're such a worrywart. Put a little more trust in me.
I trust you. I really do. It's just...
Don't worry. It'll be okay. Believe me. We'll get everyone back safely.
Maria. Okay.
Mirage, prepare to transport us down. Roger, Captain.
I'll go with you. Hey, Steve, you're coming too.
Yes, sir.
Lankar, you read me?
Sup, Maria?
Ready 3 combat personnel, equipment level A. You pick the team. They'll transport down with us.
Level A? This must be serious.
It is. Our suits are no match for the disruptor rifles the Vendini use, but they're better than nothing.
Got it. I'll have them ready ASAP.
I'm counting on you. What is it?
Nothing. I was just thinking, you really are Quark's leader.
Not too sharp, are you? I've been telling you that from the start.
I know. It's just that...
Yeah, whatever. There's still some time before we transport down, so you're free until then. There's nothing I need you for right now. I'll make an announcement when it's time to go.
Okay.
It's one of those talk to everybody times. Damn, this place is huge. Yeah. Bunch of NPC nonsense. Talks about later. Basically, they're just like getting ready for this. Maybe it's just a time thing. It's time. Everyone meet in front of the transporter room. Cliff says, there you are. Are you ready to go? I say yes.
I see everyone's here. All right, let's go.
You've got the bridge, Mirage.
Roger.
Let's do it.
Good luck. See you soon. If something happens, you have command of the Diplo. Understood.
Well, let's just hope nothing happens.
My thoughts exactly. We'll be back shortly. Take care.
Stay sharp, and keep an eye on the captain.
Is someone there?
See things?
Hang in there, you two. Shouldn't be long now.
What's that?
A transport jammer.
Hand over the boy, now.
What do you mean? I thought we had a deal.
Did you? Your equipment suggests otherwise. You Federation scum are always up to dirty tricks.
It'd be plain stupid to come unprepared. Besides, we're not from the Federation.
What's the difference? Hey, boy, get over here.
No! Run! No!
Take the boy alive. Kill the rest.
That's
my
a
time.
season dimension door, baby.
Seems you underestimated us.
It would appear so.
Fate.
The tables have turned, Bwig.
What's so funny, faghead? You're the only one left.
Something's being transported down.
How's that possible? There's a transport jammer here.
Fools! Our technology only blocks who we want it to block. We can bring down as many reinforcements as we need.
Run for it!
Sophia?
Don't worry. I just tripped.
Let me see your leg. Why didn't you tell me you were hurt?
Must have been hit in that fight back there. You guys hide here. I'll try to draw them away.
What, alone?
I'll be fine. I can handle these guys. Her injury is going to slow you down. I've spotted one! Over here!
Show me where you're hurt. Huh? Oh, right here. It doesn't look too bad. We'll fix you up in no time once we get back to the Diplo. I know it hurts, but hang in there a bit longer. Okay, thanks. The transport jammer should have about a 2-kilometer radius of effect, right?
That's the Federation spec. But the Vendini technology is more advanced. No doubt it has an even greater area of effect.
It will be hard getting clear of it.
If we try to run, they'll only come after us. We have to make a stand.
Make a stand, Dan. Make a
Your
stand.
own fate?
Let's talk it over with Cliff when he gets back.
Okay.
In the meantime, Dad, there's something I have to ask you.
So you finally found out. But you must understand, I never once thought of you as a tool for my research. You were born because your mother and I always wanted a child.
Well then tell us why. How could you treat your own child like a guinea pig?
By the way, who is she?
This is Maria. Maria Trador. She's the leader of Quark, the anti-Federation group.
Maria Trador. Trador?
You performed genetic engineering on her, just like you did to me.
Uncle Robert? Genetic engineering?
What? So that means you're... I see. That's why your last name is Trador.
Explain yourself, Dr. Lineguard. I think we have the right to know.
Dad, tell us why. Why did you do it, Dad? Why did you manipulate our genes?
I did it. For the sake of our universe.
Our universe? That's quite a grand scale. How could modifying our genes have anything to do with the universe?
But it's the truth. I performed symbological genetic engineering on you because of a force that would one day threaten all we know.
Threaten all we know?
I don't expect you to believe me right here and now. It's a long story. I'll explain everything once we get out of here. Just be patient.
Is that all? You think you'll accept that poor excuse for an explanation?
Maria.
That's not what I wanted to hear.
I'm sorry.
Sorry to keep you waiting. What happened?
It's nothing, really.
Okay. I've cleared out all the enemies in the immediate area, but we can't waste any time. I'm sure they'll keep calling in reinforcements. And there are still Vendini soldiers here and there. Seems to be no end to them. They're like roaches.
I think we should destroy the jammer. Otherwise, we don't stand a chance. We'll be picked off one by one. What do you think? I'd like to hear your opinion.
Seems we have no other choice. Maria to Diplo.
I'm here.
That B-wing's using a new type of transport jammer. We're going to destroy it. Be ready to transport us up as soon as we do.
cannot comply.
What's wrong?
We're under attack by the Gasvanu. Our hands are full just staying alive. Incoming transports at this time would be...
What happened to the Aquaeli? It should have been here by now.
They're being blocked by another Vendini ship. They need a little more time.
Where's Mirage?
She's on damage control. Leave her and land power with her.
All right. Find some way to hold out until the Aquaeli arrives.
We'll do our best.
Damn
I should have known the Vendini would have prepared for this.
Hey, if the Vendini are engaged, maybe they're also too busy to use their transporters.
Yeah, there's a good chance of that.
If so, then they've got all the soldiers they're going to get. Let's take out their jammer then. In the meantime, let's just hope the Aquaeli shows up to lend a hand.
Relying on the Federation sticks in my craw, but I guess we have no other choice.
It's gonna be tough, you two, but hang in there. Let's go.
Oh boy, where did it all go? To go all the way down. It's actually easier to get there from here.
Now or never.
Let's do it.
You fought well. I'll give you that. However, it all ends here. Hand over the boy now. I will say it once more. Resistance is futile. I can keep calling in reinforcements. No matter how many of my soldiers you defeat, there is no escape.
That's because of this thing, you fool! What?
How the...
Are you still so confident now?
Albel!
Damn you!
B-Wing!
Destruction of our transport jammer means nothing. Our battleship can crush your flagship at any time.
okay?
What is going on? Where are the reinforcements? What? The Aquaeli? Damn! Pull us out now! Dasmanu, transport us up!
Thanks. That was close.
No problem. I'm just glad we're in time.
Give me a status report. I assume the Aqua Alley has arrived?
Yes, it arrived a few minutes ago and joined the fight against the Vendini. Even the Dasbanu should have a hard time against both our ships.
Good. How horrible.
What are you doing here? What am I doing here? This is my turn. Just thought I'd drop by. And look what happened. You worms are my prey. I'm not gonna let anyone else have you. Stop joking around. Hey, open your eyes.
Let's get back to the Diplo. They should be able to do something.
You're right. Diplo, report.
The Aqua Alley has just destroyed the Dasbanu with its creation cannon.
We'll be able to transport you in 1 minute's time. Just a second. What is it, Marietta?
We detected transporter activity right before the Dasbanu was destroyed. We can't tell what they sent, so be careful down there.
Did you get that? Okay, thanks.
If I cannot use you, I shall eliminate you!
Dad!
Doctor!
No!
The data you want is at Moonbase.
Save your strength.
It serves you right for interfering. This never would have happened if you had done what I asked.
Slime.
No problem. Dad! Dad!
Forgive me.
Dr. Weinberg.
No! It can't be! Dad! Oh!
Diplo. It's over. Transport us up. Roger, Captain. We'll transport you up as soon as we can.
Dad, what's on Moonbase? Answer me, Dad.
Fate. He'll be okay.
Really? Good.
How long do you plan on moping around? That's a mean thing to say! His father just died, you know? How about a little more sympathy? Fate, your father left something to the two of us. What are you going to do about it? I don't care what you do. I'm going to Moonbase. Even if I have to go alone.
Sorry. I'll go too. To Moonbase. We'll go get whatever my father left behind.
Good. Fate. Maria has a point. It's not like you to be so depressed. But don't be too hard on yourself.
Okay. Sorry for worrying you.
That's okay.
All right, so it's off to Moonbase then.
Yeah, that's the plan. I've already given the crew the order.
Moonbase, Sounds interesting. I think I'm ready for a new world.
Huh? What did you just say?
Do you know what you're saying? You might never make it back home again.
Yeah, I know. So what of it?
I don't think you understand what you're getting into.
No thanks to you. The war's over, and Fox is dead. There's no excitement left in Eriglyph. Means I gotta find it somewhere else. You got that, Worms?
Yeah, but...
But it's a different matter if you think I'll weigh you down.
You won't be in the way, but still.
I think it's a good idea.
Huh?
You sure?
Yeah, I think so. Come on.
Fine. If that's how you feel, I've no objections.
Okay, what can you do?
Good to have you with us.
Yes?
Incoming communication from the Aqua Ellie. What do you want to do?
I'll be right there.
I'm sorry about your father.
Thank you.
However, all we have now is you. This may have dashed the Federation's hopes.
What do you mean? What do you know that we don't?
I can't tell you over the comlink. Can you come over to my ship?
If that's okay with you, Quark and the Federation aren't exactly friends.
The Aqua Ellie is my ship. And on my ship, I decide who is friend or foe. And if anyone objects, they can visit the brig while you're here.
We'll be there shortly.
Excellent.
Commodore, I have a request.
What is it?
We want to go to Federation Station 5, Moonbase, but they would never let us near them on a Clausian ship. I'd like to ask you to take us there in the Aqua Ellie.
Moonbase? That's where Dr. Linegod's research lab is.
That's right. Go to Moonbase where my father's dying words. I think he meant for us to go there and find the truth.
Yes, but after Dr. Linegod was captured, we searched the lab's database thoroughly. Yet we did not find any useful information.
Still, we'd like to check for ourselves. You might have overlooked something, and there may be some things that would only interest us.
That's right. And there are most likely things in there that only we would understand.
Right. Understood. We'll transmit a homing beacon. Bring only the minimum number of personnel required.
Thank you, Commodore.
Then we have a deal?
Yes.
Oh, and about Earth. You had better
I suppose we'll find out when we get there.
Only we will go to the Aqua Alley. Stand down weapons and wait until further notice. Mirage and Marietta, take care of her while we're gone. Roger.
Captain? I mean, Maria? Don't worry about us. We'll take care of things here. We have Landcar and the others to keep us company. Be careful. Thanks.
The officer says, "So, it's Dr. Lion God's son and esteemed members of Cork." Maria says, "That's right, and who are you?" The officer says, "I'm Lieutenant Fields. I serve under Commodore Whitcomb. The Commodore has bade me to show you around." Maria says, "I see, thank you. In that case, I apologize for the rush, but could you take us directly to the Commodore?" Lieutenant Fields says, "Very well, please follow me." Maria says, "All right, let's go. There's no time to waste."
It will take a while to reach Moonbase. Let me explain the situation in the meantime. The two of you in particular have been on Ellicor for some time, and probably know little of what is going on.
Please, fill us in.
The Earth and the entire galaxy are facing an unprecedented threat.
You're not talking about the war with Vendine and Aldean, are you?
That is correct. I imagine you are also aware of those powerful bursts of energy.
Yes, exceeding magnitude 3, right?
They were aimed at Earth. The planetary defense shield managed to partially block the attack, but it still caused considerable damage.
It was too much for the planetary defense shield?
Yes, and those energy bursts were a message, a declaration of war.
Declaration of war? What alien power has the ability to mount such a devastating long-range attack?
A new power, previously unknown to us, emissaries of an entity known as the Creator. They call themselves the Executioners, enforcers of the Creator, come to sentence us to our death.
The Creator?
Yes, it is not uncommon for dictators to claim divine origin. Their message states that our science has delved into forbidden areas, and thus the Creator has decreed our annihilation.
That's insane.
Sounds like a plain old invasion to me.
We believe that is correct. They are, without a doubt, a power to be reckoned with. They have technology far exceeding our own.
So in other words, we better say our prayers.
Take a look at this. This is the Earth, and this shows our attempt to use our space stations to trace the route of the energy blasts. Their energy blasts passed through an unknown dimensional space, faster than the speed of light.
An unknown dimensional space?
Indeed, the blast traveled through neither subspace nor gravitic space. This alone hints at the capabilities of their technology. Shockingly, the energy pulses were released from an uncharted region over 50,000 light years away.
50,000 light years?
Yes, the data stunned us. Several of our analysts rushed to get their eyes examined.
Have they sent out a fleet?
We don't know. If there is one, we haven't detected it. Still, a declaration of war has been made. Surely it will not be long. An attack by a fleet of such power would spell trouble for the Federation.
This is bad.
So this means Klaus, Vendine, and Aldean are all in deep trouble.
Yes, and it seems Vendine was attempting to capture and use the Federation's secret weapon. They would consider any offer of cooperation with the Federation an insult.
Secret weapon.
Correct. That is what I've been told. Apparently, Dr. Liongod and his team developed you after they detected the Executioner's presence years ago. But frankly, you do not look like much of a weapon to me. How can a man of flesh and blood fight a fleet of starships.
Yet it was I who destroyed the battleship Invisible.
What? You did that?
Yes. Like fate, I too am the product of Dr. Linegod's genetic engineering.
I see. Is that so? Only upper echelons of the Federation were privy to Dr. Linegod's top secret research. But if what you say is true, if there is another, then we may have a chance.
Unfortunately, our powers are still unreliable. We can't just invoke them whenever we want.
What do you mean?
Exactly what I said. Neither of us can fully control our powers.
Perhaps the late Dr. Linegod placed some means of security on you. Losing him was a great tragedy.
Another reason we need to get to my father's lab on Moonbase.
Yes, but as I said before, the lab's database has already been searched. Don't expect too much.
Maybe you're right. When I investigated the lab before, I found no information of that kind.
If we cannot rely on your powers, we shall have to face the executioners with what we have.
Bridge to Commodore.
Yes?
We have a transmission from Federation Station 9.
Give me a display.
Right away, sir.
Commodore! We're under attack by a group calling themselves the Enforcers! Requesting immediate... Those aren't ships! What are they? Are they gods?
We've lost the signal. Report from headquarters. Federation Station 9 has been obliterated.
Obliterated?
Orders, Commodore? Commodore?
Yes. Yes, I know. Maintain our present course to Earth. Not a ship. Did I hear him say what I think he said? What could this mean?
I think he's saying the executioners are gods.
Gods? Utter nonsense.
Whatever they are, I fear we'll find out soon enough.
Yeah.
"12 hours flight time to Earth."
Okay. Connect me with headquarters.
Yes, sir. Connecting.
This is the Aqua Ellie calling fleet headquarters.
Hermes here.
This is Whitcomb, sir. What's our situation, Admiral?
You probably already know, but we've lost stations 8, 9, 31, 36, and 42. The enemy has not been identified, but we do know they are, in all likelihood, headed straight for Earth.
I see, sir. Our orders?
Stay your present course. Other ships are being dispatched to block the enemy. Battleships and combat explorers have already been deployed. 162 ships are stationed around Earth. 112 around Station 9, and 215 around Station 20.
Understood, sir.
Oh, and Commodore. Word is the Enforcers have already attacked and destroyed Aldean.
What?
They were the closest to the enemy's point of origin. Though we were not friends, I mourn their loss. The same fate awaits us if we don't keep our wits. It's the most powerful threat the Federation has ever faced. And in the past, we've always managed to overcome difficulty. Godspeed, Commodore.
Yes, sir.
Over and out.
We must get to Federation Station number 5 at once and carry out our mission.
Agreed.
Let's see here. Ship is gigantic. Alba says all we have to do is kill those executioners. Fine by me. Sergeant Glim says they're invading Sector Alpha. Anyways, Cliff says I don't think the Commodore is gonna pull any tricks on us. Call it a hunch. I checked all those rooms. Welcome to our spaceship. Dewey. Many rooms.
What are you up to?
I'm accessing the database over at Line Guard Research Lab on Moonbase.
My father's lab?
I thought I could get a head start with a remote search, but it didn't work. I know nothing more than the last time I checked.
When you checked before, could you show me what you found?
I could, yes.
Please, I'd like to see it.
Okay.
We are currently involved in research on special symbols that exhibit extraordinary effects when embedded in the human gene. Although my research is banned by Federation law, it is far too important to abandon now. I'm conducting my research in secret with the help of my wife, Ryoko, Jesse Trador, and Dr. Estede. Over the past few years, we have successfully developed two special symbols: destruction and alteration, the power to destroy and the power to alter. We have selected our own children to be test subjects. Jesse protested, but I believe it to be an even greater sin to use the children of others. Although we are tormented by our guilt, we had no other choice. We have embedded destruction in my son and alteration in Jesse's daughter. There are no signs of rejection at this point. Our research was a success. We've now achieved our initial goal. The next step is to track their development.
No way.
This is how I first learned about you. I still don't know what purpose your father had in doing this. but I do know for sure that they embedded special symbols within each of us.
I wonder how they intended us to use our powers.
I'd rest much easier if I knew. We may learn more when we get our hands on the research lab's database.
I agree. It's our only hope.
Let's place faith in what your father said. There must be something there at the lab.
Right.
Nothing new there. Time for a nap. Commodore Whitcomb says, Whitcomb here. Come in, Fate. We've arrived at Federation Station number 5. I'm sorry to interrupt your rest, but there's no time to spare. Make your preparations immediately and come to the bridge. Fate says, yes, sir. Happens room.
Federation Station number 5 is currently under a state of alert. The executioners have begun to attack the surrounding area. You cannot transport directly to Dr. Linegod's research lab. That area is protected by transport jamming to prevent direct access. You'll have to transport to the nearest location, the recreational zone.
Right.
Do what you must do. The fate of the galaxy is in your hands.
Yes, sir.
Move out.
Sophia says we made it. Cliff says this is the station in lunar orbit, Federation Station 5, otherwise known as Moon Base. Fate says this is where my dad and his team had their research lab. I've only been here a few times. Sophia says I came here once when I was really little. I transported directly to the research zone. Cliff says I guess this time we have to walk. Fate says it shouldn't be too far. Maria says it looks like Dr. Linegod's research zone is to the west from here. Fate says, let's go.
The executioners have been sighted. They've already engaged our front line.
So they've come.
Oh no! We've lost the battleship Sterling, and the Radiant's been hit in its starboard warp core. The Independence has lost its shields!
We're outmatched.
Displaying executioners on screen.
Quickly.
What the? What on earth are they? They're not ships. Are those things alive?
We've lost the Quicksilver. They've already destroyed 37 Federation ships, and we've only disabled 8 enemy units. 24 still remain. They're annihilating us.
Gods. This is far worse than I thought. I'm counting on you, kids.
Anyways, this looks like a good place to stop. Thank you for watching, and we will see you next time.